Yo, what's up Tech Squad? Today we're diving into the TriFold Showdown. Samsung Galaxy Z TriFold versus Huawei Mate XT. Which one's sleeker, which one's more functional? We're breaking down core differences in design, looks, performance, display, cameras, and real-world use. No fluff, just straight facts for you. On December 2nd, Samsung officially launched its mass-produced TriFold phone, the Galaxy Z TriFold. It hits shelves first in South Korea on December 12, starting at 3.59 million KRW, around $2,499, and is set to land in the US in Q1 2026. It rocks a G-shaped dual inward fold design. Meanwhile, Huawei's Mate XT, the trailblazer of trifolds, dropped back in September 2024 with a starting price of 19,999 renminbi, about $27.99, and features a bold Z-shaped single-panel triple-fold setup. These two couldn't be more different in core design logic, and that directly shapes their real-world performance. Let's break down Samsung's G-shaped dual inward fold first. Think of it as adding an extra screen to the Z Fold 7. The biggest flex? That tablet-sized main display is never exposed, it's always protected by the outer screen. The perks here are huge. The inner screen uses ultra-flexible glass, so folding it inward totally avoids daily scratches. Pair that with a titanium frame and reinforced waterdrop hinge, and you get way fewer creases than other foldables. Pressure distributes evenly across the two ends, so it feels surprisingly stable when fully unfolded. And the outer screen? It's regular tempered glass like a standard phone, tough enough to handle daily use without worrying about scratches. Oh, and it's IP48 dust and water resistant, basically unheard of for a foldable. Now Huawei's Z-shaped single-panel triple fold. This design is bold and futuristic. When folded, you get a seamless front display, no separate cover screen needed, so the visual unity is chef's kiss. It switches freely between single, dual, and triple screen modes, like reading docs while taking notes on another screen, super flexible for multitasking. But the downsides are hard to ignore. The folded parts are exposed around the clock, so keys or coins in your pocket can easily scratch the screen. Official repair costs? Over 7,000 renminbi, around $970. Plus, the outer screen uses ultra-flexible glass, which isn't as tough as regular tempered glass. Over time, the outer screen wears out faster, OLED blue subpixels degrade quickest, so you might end up with uneven color and brightness across the three panels. And permanent creases around the outer folds are a real risk with long-term use. When it comes to looks and feel, the specs are pretty close. Huawei is 3.6 mm thick unfolded, 12.8 mm folded, and weighs 298 g. Samsung is 3.9 mm unfolded, 12.9 mm folded, and 309 g. In real life, Huawei is slightly lighter and thinner, but Samsung's titanium frame gives it a sturdier, more premium feel in hand. Unfolded screen sizes are nearly identical too, Samsung's 10 inches versus Huawei's 10.2 inches, both big enough for streaming or working. But Samsung's inner screen has wider bezels, while Huawei goes for a slim bezel design. If you're all about that immersive visual experience, Huawei's gonna be your pick. Now let's talk performance. Samsung crushes it here. It's packing a custom overclocked Snapdragon 8 Elite, total performance ceiling for foldables. App load times, graphics handling, and multitasking smoothness? Unmatched. It also supports a 120 Hz high refresh rate. Scrolling through apps or gaming feels way more responsive than Huawei's 90 Hz. App compatibility? Samsung's got millions of apps optimized, basically no missing features. Huawei's running Harmony OS, it's newer, but totally holds its own for daily use. The OS is just as smooth as Android or iOS now, with over 20,000 apps optimized in mainland China. And let's be real, Huawei's local adaptation is better than Samsung's. Harmony OS has come a long way. It's a solid Android or iOS alternative if you're in China. Battery and charging. Both have 5,600 mAh batteries, decent for a 10-inch phablet. Light use gets you through the day, but heavy streaming or gaming means you'll need a top-up. Charging speed? Huawei wins here. Both wired and wireless charging are faster than Samsung's. Perfect for when you're in a rush and need juice quick. Display quality is a toss-up, both have their strengths. Samsung's outer screen is brighter and smoother. That 120Hz refresh rate makes streaming or scrolling a dream. Huawei's 10-bit panel with higher PWM dimming? Better color accuracy and easier on the eyes, great for long screen sessions. But we're back to the protection issue. Huawei's exposed design looks amazing, but you gotta baby it. Samsung's fully protected setup? No stress, use it without worrying about scratches or damage. Cameras, neither cuts corners, but they focus on different things. Samsung pulled out all the stops with the 200MP flagship sensor from the S25 Ultra. Hardware-wise, it's maxed out. Photo detail and resolution are insane, every little detail pops. Video? It supports 8K recording with rock-solid stability. Vloggers and video lovers will be obsessed. Huawei leans into photography experience, 50MP variable aperture camera plus a killer zoom system. The variable aperture adapts to any lighting, great for landscapes during the day or night shots. The zoom lets you get crisp shots of faraway subjects. If you're a photography enthusiast who loves versatile shooting, Huawei's camera system is for you. And both let you use the main sensor for selfies, way better quality than regular phones. Selfie lovers, rejoice. AI features, Samsung's Galaxy AI is straight-up black magic. Real-time screen translation? Game changer for foreign docs or overseas videos. Subtitle assistant? Generates live captions for meetings or unsubtitled movies, super useful. And the See It, Understand It interactive feature? They're testing scene recognition this December, next-level tech vibes. Huawei doesn't have any standout exclusive AI features here. Samsung's got a clear edge. At the end of the day, Samsung and Huawei represent two different paths for foldables. These two trifolds are for different types of users. If you want safety, practicality, and reliability, something you can use long-term without stress, and you care about top-tier performance, full app compatibility, and killer AI, the Samsung Galaxy Z TriFold is your guy. If you're into bold, futuristic design, crave an immersive display, and love great photography, and you don't need peak performance or mind being careful with the screen, the Huawei Mate XT is perfect. Its unique design and camera skills give you a one-of-a-kind experience. That wraps up today's head-to-head. After breaking down every detail, you should have a clear idea of which trifold fits your lifestyle. Are you team Samsung's G Fold or Huawei's Z Fold? Drop a comment below and let's debate. Share your thoughts below, stay tuned, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.